I want to bring back Julia Ainsley. We were waiting to hear from the judge on the request on Trump's birthright citizenship order. Do we have a decision?
We do. A quick decision, Chris. The judge just issued a temporary restraining order putting a nationwide block, at least temporarily, on Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship for children who are born to mothers who are in the United States either unlawfully or temporarily. The judge said over 4 decades on the bench, this judge is 85 years old, and that he had never seen anything as blatantly unconstitutional as this executive order.
First of all, let's explain what the 14th Amendment says. There are 5 sections to the 14th Amendment. We're going to focus on the first one. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the states wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Now, what does Trump executive order says? It talks about the history of the 14th Amendment in the first paragraph, but then it goes and says this: but the 14th Amendment has never been interpreted to extend citizenship universally to everyone born within the United States. Let's stop right there and go back to the Constitution. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state in which they reside. So right now, we already know Trump is wrong, but he goes further. Trump is trying to put everybody in this. He's saying that if the parent is here illegally, then the child is not a U.S. citizen. He's saying if the parent was here lawfully, that the child is not an American citizen. He's also saying that if the child or if the parent came here on a student visa or work visa or any kind of other visas, that child is not an American citizen. He's trying to encompass all kind of immigrants or any other kind of way a person can come in here. He's trying to wrap them up under this executive order to say all of these people are not U.S. citizens. The Constitution didn't say that. I'm not trying to go into the history of the law. I just want to go into the Constitution itself. It says anybody born or naturalized. Born or naturalized. Now, here's the other problem. It also says in subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Is an illegal person subject to the jurisdiction? Is a person on HB1 or a student visa or a work visa subject to our laws? They are. They can be deported, but they have to deal with our laws first. So once you step into our territory, you have to obey our laws. Someone can't come from any other country and say, hey, I'm from France, I'm from Spain, I'm from Russia, and I deal with Russia laws. No, once you step foot into this country, you are subject to our laws. So if you have a child here, that makes that child an American citizen. Now, you may be illegal, but the child is an American citizen because they were born here. And a lot of people are going to go to the fruit of the poisonous tree defense, which means if the mother or father was here illegally and the child was born here, that makes the child illegal as well. That's what I believe Trump is going to argue. And a lot of people say, yeah, if the mother or father came here illegally and they had a child here, then the child must be illegal, right? But the Constitution doesn't state that. How do we get that fixed? You do another amendment. It has to go through Congress. And once it goes to Congress, it goes to the president. He signs it, and then it has to be ratified by, I think, 3/5 of the states. So I think like 35 states has to ratify that amendment. So will it happen? I don't know. We got about 30, 35 states that'll probably ratify it. Now, here's the funny part. Go back to the second provision of that stipulation where he said about visas, work visas, student visas, blah, 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 blah. Donald Trump's children are all children of immigrants who came here on visas. Melania Trump came here on a visa, on a work visa. Ivanka Trump, she came here, I'm not sure, but she came here on some type of visa. So that would make his children illegal. His own damn children, not Marla Maples' child, not that one in the middle that he really don't talk about. I don't remember her name. That other Trump daughter. He want to sleep with the older daughter, but the other daughter he don't really care much about. But she be in there sometimes. Also, J.D. Vance's children. J.D. Vance's wife, the vice president's wife, is an immigrant, and they have immigrant children. I wonder what visa she came up under. Let's go to Vivek Ramaswamy. His parents came here illegally. They still have not applied for their citizenship, but he was born and got a Social Security card under the same provision that Donald Trump is trying to get rid of. What's good for me is not for thee. That's what the Republican Party is talking about. What do you think?